forget to hit that like and subscribe button, and also hit that bell for updates on videos and shenanigans by Smarvy Smart. Now enjoy the video. What's going on, guys? Smarvy Smart, we're back with another video, and I got a special treat for you guys. This is going to be my first review on Marvel's Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. I've been watching this show for about 3 months now, binge watched it, finally caught up, and tonight's episode was pretty exciting, so I'm thinking about adding this show to another one of my weekly reviews. So guys, let's get it. Let's see how we do. So get in on this, guys. You know, loyalty is everything, and I'm so proud of Simmons for letting my boy Fitz out of that cell. Let's give her a hand, guys. Come on, guys, let's give her a hand, because not only did she prove her loyalty, she also proved their invincibility, and that's what I love about this show. Not only did they get to be in game, but they are merely invincible, and she proved it with this whole thing with the 4 cups, drinking 3 of them that were filled with water to prove that they're invincible and that they last in the future, because they obviously do, considering that they have to have Deke in the future. I mean, okay, on that note, I really don't understand why Fitz doesn't like Deke. Why does everyone treat Deke so bad? And what did he do? I mean, he's not really a bad guy to me. So, on another note, guys, you know, I appreciate the loyalty by Simmons, and surprisingly, even Yo-Yo betrayed Mac just to let Fitz out of the cell. Now that was a huge surprise. But to piggyback on letting Fitz out of jail, Sky, let me tell you something really quick. You're one of my favorite characters on this show, and I can see why you're mad at Fitz. What he did when he took the inhibitor out of your ear and gave you your powers back, you know, that was wrong. But let's not forget, during season 2, when you first got your powers and you were in quarantine, Fitz was the one who helped you and kept your treatments a secret. So when you're thinking about hurting Fitz and trying to keep him in the cell, which he's out of now, no thanks to you, remember who's the one who stood by you during season 2. Don't get it twisted, Sky. You might be one of my favorite characters on the show, but when you mess with Fitz or Simmons, you don't have my vote at all. So on a side note, for all of my subscribers who watch my videos, you also know that I also watch the DC show Supergirl. And looking at this episode, General Talbot is actually an actor who plays on Supergirl this season. I just recognize him. He plays Morgan Edge. So that kind of confirms why Supergirl has been on this long 2-month break. But that's just on the side note. General Talbot was actually pretty hilarious during this episode, especially during the escapes, especially when he saved Coulson's life. But when he shot the guy who was attacking Coulson, I looked very closely and I said, he looks very familiar. And then I went and looked up the actor, and it confirmed that he was actually Morgan Edge on Supergirl. I'm just now noticing it. So the fact that this guy is able to play 2 roles in 2 universes during the same season, does this guy ever get a day off? You know, it's really funny to me. I know that this is a little girl, and that, you know, when little kids have powers, they can't control them, and they might not get all the information at one time. But you just have to know that if Robin has the power to see the future, shouldn't they have been able to, I don't know, maybe stop everything from happening by now? I mean, the girl's literally drawn like a book of pictures. I mean, it can't be that hard to figure out how to stop the Hydra from getting the gravitonium and using it to ultimately destroy the world. I mean, come on. If the little girl can see the future, use her drawings to figure it out. I mean, it's like, I'm looking at this show and I'm looking at these intelligent people look at drawings to try to figure out how to save the planet from ultimately, being destroyed. And it's like they're just having such a hard time doing it. I mean, if this little girl is able to see the future, and she's seeing not only people around her die, but herself dying as well, maybe she should start talking and stop being so quiet, especially to her own mother like that. So I know this is kind of really a childish thing to kind of go over in this review, but ultimately, if you have someone who can see the future, shouldn't they be able to tell you how to stop the future? It's kind of like season 3 of The Flash, you know. You saw the future, you saw Savitar kill Iris. I mean, I would have easily figured out a way to just prevent all that from happening with the snap of my finger. I mean, come on, guys. And on a last note, am I the only one who is enjoying Ruby as a villain this season? I mean, she seems to be invincible, elite. That fight with Creel was absolutely incredible. I mean, I want to put her above DeVoe, but for like all my shows who are in their like current season, she has to be one of my favorite villains of the current season out of all my shows. I mean, she's not as intelligent and has more power as DeVoe, but for his fighting skills and like her elite attitude and her rebellious attitude toward General Hell, aka her mother, she really has to be one of the fan favorites for his villains this season. But guys, I'm not gonna talk a hole in your head. So Marvel's Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. is another show I'm thinking about adding to my weekly reviews. So if I'm gonna be doing this, I'm gonna be one busy guy. Hopefully I can get reviews up every week. I'll do my best. But guys, I hope you enjoyed this little review. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. And for more videos on Marvel's Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., hit that subscribe button. Stay out of trouble, guys.